Hi, my loves. I'm back with the third segment of this video series. And really, it is all part of the journey, soul's journey back to our heart, right? It's all of the things that we go through in life, all of the experiences that we go through in life, the things that we carry with us, within us. So I'm so sorry if I'm a little hesitant here. Quiet. It's like I feel quiet. Everything is quiet right now. That last message just, it hit on so many levels. And I feel like my throat is like, it needs to be cleared, transmuting everybody's stuff. Because that was a pretty intense message, I'm sure. So, wonder if it affected all of you guys in the same way, But my third eye and crown chakra and ears are just so wide open right now. So my guides, they're working with me. They're working with me. For you. So, my loves, the last and final message that Spirit wanted me to share with you, in continuation to what we have already been discussing up to this point, leading up to this lunar eclipse, Mercury retrograde, where I just feel like this one is just so different from all the past ones. Maybe because on a whole nother level, I'm more aware, more awakened. So although we've had eclipses and new moons and full moons for centuries, lifetimes, lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, I guess it really doesn't connect with you, or you understand it till you get to this place of clarity, clear perception, awakening, awareness, that it truly makes sense. And maybe this one, the first one of this new year, is representative of the major shifts and changes we have been going through, especially in the last 2 years, 3 years, right? All of this stuff that we've been going through, all of these revelations, all of this awakening, all of this awareness, all of this clearing, all of this healing that a lot of us are allowing ourselves to go through. I guess that is why this eclipse season and Mercury retrograde is so much more intense, or it just feels just, there's a reason, like all of this stuff is happening because of that. It's like you understand why it's happening now, right? You're aware of why it's happening and where it's coming from now. And that's what the eclipse is illuminating in us, right? It's bringing up all of that stuff now. But because we're at a whole nother level of awareness, we can see it for what it truly is. I hope most of us can. So it's an amazing transformation. It's been exhausting, but it's major. And we're going to be going through our changes for as long as they need to go. As long as we need to go through them, right? And we'll learn lessons to the day we die. So we'll just be more aware that they are lessons and get through them quicker. All right, my love. So this is the final message, the final oracle message for the collective that came through. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Look at how amazing that is. What does that show you? What do you see when you look at that picture and that card? And the green, to me, that's your heart, right? Represents your heart. The tree represents roots, right? The roots, our roots, planting them. And allowing everything to be illuminated, right? getting out of that darkness that we've been in. And some people are still going through a dark night of the soul. And again, that is about everything that we have known it up to this point is crumbling down so that we can create a brand new foundation. And that's really what we're doing. The foundation is taking all those experiences that we've gone through and all the lessons that we've learned and recreating the foundation now to be more in balance with who we truly are, right? And no longer holding on to those illusions, right, that were created by us and by others before us, right? And even in this time, people that we've been around, situations. So it's all coming down. It's all falling down. It's all tumbling down. It doesn't feel good. Because everything we have known, when we come to this awakened state of awareness, it's like, wow, it was all an illusion. It was never real. It felt real, but it wasn't. It was just experiences playing themselves out so that we can learn the lessons from them and get to this place of awareness of knowing now how truly amazing we are, how powerful we are, and how we can recreate and create whatever we choose. We have the power to do it. So relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Dear Sacred Rebel, this moment in your life requires great courage. Fortunately, you possess that in bucket loads. You are being asked to allow yourself to be lifted out of one level of known reality and into the next level of higher voltage reality. Do you see? The old needs to end so we can go into the new. Higher voltage reality requires a more absolute trust and a heart that is surrendered into the greater heart of the universe so that life can happen to us, through us, and with us more quickly, more radically, more beautifully, and more boldly. You are now being invited into this new reality where things happen quickly and according to bold, loving optimism. This is a reality not only of potential, but of manifestation of the great, big, cosmic yes. To access this reality, you have to leap from known waters, and others may think you are crazy for doing so. You have to leave behind the dark, weighty grip of hesitation, procrastination, second guessing, and the belief you have to do everything on your own. You may fear for your life. How will you be safe in the wild electrical pulse of so much aliveness? How will you function without the hazy, sleep-inducing paralysis of playing it safe, taking too long and placing lesser priorities above your sacred heart of life? How will you hold yourself back if you don't hold on to fear? You do not need to worry about such things. Life is wild, but it is also wise. It is a force of startling, raw awakening at times, but it is also the natural process of evolution where all things mature according to a seasonal cycle in right timing. And this is what this Great Awakening is about. This is the time. You are a part of, not apart from that process. We are all in this together. We all are. The invitation to shift gears and jump on board the express train of life will feel exhilarating and perhaps also challenging. Absolutely. When you are in the hold of the darkness, You will feel pushed to turn away, to imagine it is all too much, and to create excuses about how your desires aren't grounded enough, that you are being too flighty or flaky, or that you are not living in the real world. That is fear talking, not truth. If the sacred rebel is not awakened, we will continue to live in a culture drenched in fear and distrust of nature. Those without awakened hearts don't yet understand what nature knows. She knows timing. She knows life and death. She knows the creative process. She just knows, and can be trusted to support us, her own creations, in becoming all that we can become. Does this mean that we become passive and just flow along, like a limp leaf detached from the tree and blown about randomly by the breeze? No. Being free of the dark holds empowers. Being free of the dark hold empowers us to take up our cause. This means being free to act and affirm the intuitive feelings we have by following up on them. This is painting like someone who has lost their mind, completely free and from the heart. It means writing even though you have no conscious idea of what you are writing, even as the words are streaming forth upon the page before your rather curious eyes. And it means speaking about your work, never hiding it away. Allow it to breathe the fresh air and be held in the gaze of another. Detach from the darkness that would say it is not enough or must be the best thing ever, whatever that means, in order to be worthy of a place in the world. Instead, just let it be what it is. It might fly, it might endure, and it might not. All of nature, including and your passions and dreams, will be what is needed, when it is needed, and how it is needed according to wisdom. We just have to trust in this, within ourselves and within nature herself through the flow of life, and participate. You are asked to go within and imagine diving deep off the edge of what you have known. There is so much more calling to you now. It's your time. Leap. And here is a healing process that you can do. Say, I accept the offer of life so that I may truly live. Through unconditional love, I now invite and receive all assistance, intervention, protection, and inspiration so that I may leap into my next cycle of life, held in the love and grace of wisdom. So be it. Pretty intense stuff, huh? Wow. So all three messages were all explaining, and of course a healing message in each one for you to start understanding, recognizing, acknowledging, healing, and releasing that old version of who we were. And I know that's scary because who we were is what we know, right? We don't know this new version. We don't know the truth. There are, consciously anyway, we don't know. But on a subconscious level, we do know. We already know who we are. We already know what we want. We already know all of this, right? We know all of this. And this is the time that we're coming to this place now of seeing that for ourselves and understanding that everything and every lesson that we chose to learn was to bring us to this place of newfound awareness, the awakening of our true essence, of our authentic self, true, pure love, unconditional love, who we are, who we always were, right? So the challenge is letting go of that old version, letting go of those fears, phobias, and insecurities. And we can start letting go of it. When we allow it to come up, we acknowledge it for what it is, and we start taking the steps to heal it and release it. And the first step to healing is really acknowledging it, right? Once you acknowledge it, you're releasing the energy around it, surrounding it, that is controlling us, right? Because now we know. We're acknowledging it, where it's coming from, how it's affecting us. Now it's just taking the steps, trusting the process, listening to your soul's calling, your intuition, calling out to your guides and helpers, angels, archangels, divine team to come in and help guide you and to give you the strength and courage to get through it, because we need a lot of courage to get through it. All right, my love. So I hope that all of these messages resonated with each of you, and I hope that it helped you in some way moving forward. Let it go. Let it go and embrace you, your truth, your true authentic self. Step into your divinity. Trust the process. Trust the universe. And everything will work out exactly the way it is meant to. Timing, divine timing, is at play right now. And that's why this time has been so challenging for many of us, because divine timing wants this stuff to happen already at this time. So be easy on yourself. Love yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Stay grounded. Do creative things to help keep the energy balanced. Recognize the stuff as it comes up. Don't fear it. Don't distract yourself from it, because it's just going to show itself anyway, again and again. Let it come up, whether it comes in dream state or in conscious state. Be aware of it. It is trying to show you something, and it's trying to tell you what you already know. It's trying to help you remember who you truly are. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. It doesn't have to be difficult. If we resist it, it will be. But if we allow and trust, you might have some challenges in between, but you'll be okay, because you'll get through it. We all will. All right, my lovely people, have an amazing day. And I will see you tomorrow with a new message and hopefully a remote healing session / sound therapy healing session tomorrow. I will record it and I will post it for you. If you want to reach out to me, you can contact me on reikibyisabella@gmail.com. Visit my website, isabella-reiki.com. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, all Reiki by Isabella. Love you all. Have an amazing day, and I will see you soon.